Buddy, today I have HTML. This is not a programming language. It is used uh, to write anything, to apply something. It is used to apply a structure. What should be structure? So so this will decide what should be structure. Okay. So this is the first primary, you can say. This would be primary for creating website. For creating website, this would be primary help by this. So HTML. If you want to know full name of this, then over here I think it would be written. Uh, it's a me, and here first of all you needed to understand, not need to understand, but you are crystal clear that yes, so today we are going to explore HTML. uh, One by one we will see all topics, all concepts regarding this, and practically we will understand it. Nothing will be ignored, everything will be covered. So here we used it to for structure. We use it for structure on website. How okay, in details I don't want to go in too much details right now. With introduction, let's start, and gradually we will be moving with understanding practically. So here HTML is a standard markup language for web pages. Yes, this is useful for creating website. It is used for creating website, and with the HTML you can create your own website. Yes, your own website. You don't need to depend on any person, on anything. Just you understand this, just understand all concepts regarding this HTML, then you will be able to create your own website. But remember, apart from this HTML, you should have a skill of two, which one is what, CSS and JavaScript, and this third. So three. If you are if you are mastered this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then you will have your own website. You will be able to create your own website. So here I am starting with this because I right now just I started. That's why this will be useful. This will be more better to start with the HTML, because it is a best advice. Now HTML is easy to learn. Yes, you will enjoy, uh, but just you should have a basic knowledge of mathematics, then you will enjoy. Okay, start learning HTML. Okay, we are ready. With the introduction we are starting with the introduction. HTML is the, yes, we know what is HTML. It is important to understand what is the HTML in details. So let's see. HTML stands for hypertext. What is the full meaning of full word of H full meaning of HTML? So first, hypertext. Here we apply text. We decide where should be text on website. So with the help of this HTML you will be able to decide. So here hypertext, text would be hyper markup language. It is language, but I cannot say programming language. Programming language is something else. So it stands for hypertext and markup, L for language, CSS, L for language. HTML is the standard markup language for creating website. We know HTML describes the structure of a web. This point is very useful. This point is very best to say that yes, this describes the structure of a web page. Now HTML consists of a series of elements. Okay, we will see. The next we have HTML elements. HTML elements tell the browser. HTML elements we will have elements in HTML and we will use those elements to create website, to apply text, to apply something, and these elements will tell the browser how to display the content. We will tell elements of HTML. Now next we have HTML elements label pieces of a content, such as this is a heading. So like that we will be applying. Like that we will be applying. What happened? Why it's not working? Okay, it's working. So HTML elements, okay, this is heading. Like that we will be applying text, a lot of things. So this is heading, this is a paragraph, this is a link, like that. Let us see all this. What will we discuss? What will we discuss? So we will see what is a heading, what is a paragraph, how to use it, why to use it, link, how can we link anything. All this we will be covering in details. Okay, a simple HTML document. Now we are starting. If you are not ready, then you can pause the video, and then after some time when you are ready, then you can watch. Now here a simple HTML document. First of all, we need to create a document which name would be HTML. We know H is a hypertext, T for text, M for markup, L for language. So we start HTML with creating document, HTML document. So here we have this HTML. Here first of all you will apply this greater, then here exclamation, then doc. It will represent document. Doc type. Which type? HTML. So we have a document which is HTML. So here we will have to describe to our language, to our computer, you can say. So here this a greater, what should I call it? So greater, this is sign. Here then exclamation, doc, which means document. Which type of? HTML. So HTML, just a space, then HTML should be in lowercase. Then close this symbol. A lot of times you will see this type of symbol, because it is this tells you that yes, you are going to use HTML language. Now here we said to our computers that we have document type HTML. We have HTML document. That is what we said to our computer. Now in the next we will start from HTML. So here we will write here HTML. Clear? Then after HTML we will write head. Inside the HTML would come head. Inside the head would come title. Page title. Okay. In details. So remember, whenever you are applying this exclamation, this slash, it will represent that you are stopping this something. So if you apply this slash, it means you want to stop. So from here we have this title. We started from here to till here. So here we ended here. Page title, we ended here. That's why we denoted this to stop. Now from here head, from here to till here head. So here we stopped at this head, and body is continue. HTML we didn't stop HTML. Now inside the head would come what inside the HTML would come body. In title we write what should be title. So whatever you want to write a title, then in this you will have to. So remember, a title would come inside the head. and body will come inside the HTML, inside the HTML. Now head, okay, heading. So here inside the body we will be writing all the headings, all the paragraph inside the body. Whatever we wanted to write, except what? Except title. You wanted to write heading. If you wanted to write paragraph, then inside the body you write just here. This is heading. We will see what is the H1, what is the H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 till the H6. H6 we will see, don't worry. Then after heading you can write what paragraph. But how to represent paragraph inside this in this language? You will have to use some. You will have to follow some rules which are made by this HTML. We will see. So here, print would be what? First of all, page title on a page on a screen. Then here would be what? This would be bigger. This would be in bigger. My first heading. Then this is a paragraph, my first paragraph. Let's run it now. As you can see here, we applied this slash. It means we are starting from here and we are heading till here, and here HTML. This HTML should come at the end. Here we are completed this. How are we saying? Because we are saying because this we applied. Here we are saying that yes, till here our HTML document is completed. Okay, from here to till here. Now let's see what would be result. Here my first heading, page title. Here it is not it was not executed. Page title. Where is page title? Page title. Here. What if we remove this? Let's say people. Then what will happen? Will it be error? Page title. Okay, no problem. Now here, whatever will be your title, just write here, and title, insert a title, write a title, then this apply this. Okay, and wherever you are stopping the title, then before the title word just apply this slash. Now here, to represent heading, then just apply this symbol and then write H1. Here if you write H2, H1 is a bigger size of the you are increasing size of the text. If you apply 2, then it will decrease, then again 3 it will more decrease, then again 4 it will more decrease, then again 5 it will more decrease. If you wanted to say here, if you here 2, then what will happen? 2, it comes 2. Now you can see size of this. What is happening? It is increasing. What if we here apply 6? In that case, what will happen? In that case, what will happen? It will more decrease. It will decrease more. Now you can see. So 1 would be more. 1 would be big. 2 would be less small. Then it will keep decreasing. Now here below this heading you can write a paragraph. So P, which means a paragraph. Here you can also write I am your friend. Like that you can increase. I am your friend. That is how it will work. What if we would remove this, then what will happen? Let's just see. Will it run or not? Yes, it is working. It is working. So here, what is the HI? You understood, I think. So here you write heading. What should be heading? So here my heading is here. My first thing here, and you can decrease the size of this, and even you can increase the size of this, as well as this context. Okay, just apply here h1 like that. Mm. Now let's move ahead one by one. Let's example experiment. This we are saying declaration. We are declaring that this document is an HTML5 document. That is what we are declaring. Document type HTML. Next we are saying HTML. It means element is the root element. Element is the root element of a HTML page. Okay. The head which means contains meta information about the HTML page. Okay, yeah. A title element specifies the a title for the title page, which is shown in the browser's title bar on it in the page tab. It will appear here in the browser's title bar. It will appear. Whatever we will write inside the title, so it will appear here inside the in the browser's title bar. Now what is the body? Body element defines the documents body and is a container for all the visual contents. Whatever will be applied will be visible on web page. Visual to contents such as heading, paragraphs, images, hyperlinks, tables, lists, all this will be visible if we write all this. If we apply all this inside the body, then this will be visible. Now next we have h1. H1. Let's see. H1 is just what? Heading. Element defines a large heading. H2 will define a small heading. The P element defines a paragraph. It will define a paragraph. This was a very basic. What is an element? What is an HTML element? Element would be paragraph, text, link, for images. Uh, there are a lot of elements of HTML. An HTML element is defined by a start tag. We apply tag. So here we will say this is a tag, open tag, close tag. So we will call it as a open tag, close tag. Clear? So we start inserting elements by applying a close tab, open tab, close tab. So by start tag some content, and inside the tag would be what some content, and then we will end this by applying end tag. This would be end tag. So tag name, content goes here, then tag name. Tag name would, it could be P, it could be H1, it could be title, it could be heading, according to your requirement. The HTML, so content will appear here. Content, we will apply content here. We will enter content here. The HTML element is everything from the start tag to the end tag. Yes, here to end we apply this slash. To end we apply this slash. If you are not applying slash, then it means that you are continuing with your content. Okay, here next we have h1. This is a tag name. Tag name is what? H1. H1 is a tag name, and we applied this a tag. This is a tag and this is a name. Tag name is what? H1. My first heading, here you will apply. Okay, you will write anything whatever you want. So here you are saying that this is a heading. P inside this here tag name is what? P is a tag name. This slash is a representing ending of the paragraph. Now start a tag, element content, then end tags. Here h1, this is a tag name, then here our would be here, here our content would be here, then here we end. Just we will add one thing, which is slash. Same here, this br is what? None. It will represent none thing when we will apply br, which means full name of this I don't know. Some HTML have no contents like the br. Yes, this is it is telling that I have nothing. These elements are called empty elements. Empty elements do not have an end tag here. Okay, no problem. Now web browser. The purpose of a web browser, Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Safari, is to read HTML documents and display them correctly. Web browser will detect the HTML document that we wrote, that we provided to web browser. Then web browser will observe what is inside the HTML document and everything will be right. Then web browser will display our content. If anything inside the HTML document are correct, then web browser will be able to display our content correctly on web browser. A browser does not display the HTML tag. Yes, tag will not be displayed, but uses them to determine how to display the document. So content will appear like that. This is what is a web browser. Web browser. HTML page structure. Below is a visualization of a HTML page structure. Here we are saying inside the HTML we have heading, we have a title, body. Inside the HTML we will add what? Heading, title, heading, body. That's it. Heading, body. Inside the HTML we would have heading and body. Inside the body we write what? Inside the body we write title. But inside the head we write title. But inside the body we write everything. We apply every content, everything, whatever we want to apply inside the body. And this would be page title. Clear? So we have how much inside the HTML? We will start from HTML, we will end with the HTML. So inside the HTML we have a head and body. Inside the head we will write what? Page title by applying title tag. Inside the body, whatever we wanted to apply, we will be applying. It can be heading, it can be page, paragraph. Inside the paragraph we will be applying. We will be inserting link, icons, whatever we wanted to write. So all this will be inside the body. But inside the head we will write only page title. Not only the content inside the body section, the white area above will be displayed in the browser. Remember. Here what is happening? This is color of this is what? White. It is a sign that yes, it is a web browser. So all this will appear on web browser. But here remember, title will not be displayed on website, on web browser. Title will not appear. Title will not appear. So body, remember, body will appear. And here this tag name will not be displayed. It will tell to web browser that yes, work of this tag is this. So tag name will tell to web browser that yes, work of this is this, and you have to represent this by my rules. That is what tag name will tell to web browser. And remember, body inside the body will appear on web browser inside the body. So this was visualization of a HTML document and how to represent. So just a tag, then a exclamation, then doc should be in upper, then what type type, then HTML should be in lower. Where is a hold on. HTML documents, yes, it is correct. So we saw this. This was a HTML page structure. Now next, HTML history. This is history. If it is making sense for you, then you can read it. But right now I am ignoring this. So it is what it is HTML history. So this is complete. Now we can move ahead of this. So next would be editors. Tell me, what did you understand in the first slide? What did you understand? So in the first slide, you understood about HTML document. What is HTML? Inside the HTML, we have two things. First is a head, then second is a first is a head, and then second is a body. Whatever body will contain will appear on website. This is what we understood. And title will not be displayed on web browser. It will be in the browsers. Title will be in the web browsers. So only body, whatever are contents inside the body will appear on the web browser. So we saw that yes, inside the HTML we have two things. First is a head, then inside the head we have a title. We have to put a title. Then after head we have a body. Inside the body we will apply contents. Okay, we will apply contents. Now we will apply contents. Then we saw what is the use of slash. We use a slash with a tag name so that we can end whatever we wanted to end. That's all we saw. Now let's see in this HTML editor. What is the HTML editor? Let's visualize. We will be exploring all this. A simple text editor is all you need to learn HTML. Text editor. A simple text editor is all you need to learn. If you are text editor, then you will be able to understand what is HTML. You can understand it very easily if you are already text editor. It's all about texting, how to text. Learn HTML using Notepad or TextEdit. If you have Notepad, if you have TextEdit, then you can learn this HTML by using Notepad or TextEdit. If you don't have, then don't worry. You can learn without Notepad or TextEdit, as I will be learning. Just you observe. Now, web pages can be created and modified by using professional HTML editors. Wow! If you wanted to modify anything, then just you can modify by using a professional HTML editor. Okay, you can create web pages by using this. Even you can modify whatever you want to modify. Then just use this professional HTML. However, for learning HTML, we recommend a simple text editor like Notepad. It is available in PC, or text edit. It is available in Mac. But you can, uh, as you know, what is happening with me. We believe in that. We believe in that using a simple text editor is a good way to learn HTML. Okay, follow these steps below to create your first website with a Notepad or text edit. Let's say open Notepad window. We don't. If you don't have this, then we can ignore this. It is for Mac. If you have Mac, then it is for you. If you have PC, then this is for you. Notepad. Write some HTML. Save the HTML page. Okay, I am ignoring this because if let's move ahead of basics. HTML basics. In this chapter, we will explore some basics HTML example. Don't worry if we use tags. If you have not learned about it, then we don't need to worry about it. HTML document. All HTML documents must start with the document tag declaration. If you are starting HTML, then just you need to start with this tag, then exclamation, doc, typ, then HTML is in lowercase, then this close tag. This is the first, which is compulsory. The HTML document itself begins with HTML and ends with this same. But one thing more we need to apply is that slash. The visual part of the HTML document is the body. Is the body. Is between body and slash body. Slash body. Tag. The visual part of. Remember, title will not be visual. Head will not be visual. Only body inside the between the body and body slash will be visible on web browser. This is a point which is the main point to remember to you. Now example here, this will not be visible, this will not be visible, this inside the between this will be visible. Remember, this tag name will not be visible. It tells to our web browser that is how you will have to represent my contents on web browser. Who will tell you? So this tag name will tell to browser. So here you can put a title. It depends on you. So my first heading will appear and my first page will appear, and except this nothing will appear on the web browsers. Why? I have told you. Work of tag is to tell the web browser that is how you will have to display my contents on the web browser. This is what tag describes the web browser. That's all. Now this in details we are explaining, in details we are understanding this is what declaration, that this is my document is HTML document. So document tag, you see, this is so doc tag is HTML represent the document type and helps browser to display web pages correctly. Web pages will be displayed when we will tell this to web browser thing. It must only appear once, only one time. That is enough. If you apply again, then it will, perhaps it will give you a error. But again I am telling you, and again this is telling you, that just you will have to write this doc type with the tag only one time. It must appear once at the top of the page before any HTML tags. Clear? This is first. Declaration is not case sensitive. What? Oh. No. Is not cancelled. The okay declaration is not case sensitive. Okay, no problem. Declaration for HTML5 is this. HTML headings. HTML headings are defined with this tag h1 tag to h26 tags. H1 defines the most important thing. We use this to tell to our user that yes, this is an important thing in front of you. And when we will apply this h2, then it will not be important, but yes, somehow it will give a importance. H2 somehow it will give importance. But again I am telling you, if you are applying h1 h2, then it will give you more importance about this heading. As you can see, this is heading. Okay, here we have, what is that mean? All these are same, but just numbers are different. 1 2 3. This one is a bigger, this 2 is a less bigger, this 3 more less bigger. It is a increase, it is a decreasing, and that is what is the work of this. You can say size. So this happens when you apply this number with the h tag, then this will happen. Size of the heading will decrease or increase when you have less number, for example 1 2, then this will be more, size of the heading will be more. But you are applying 5 6, then size of the heading would be less. Now it is clear. This was about this. Paragraphs. Whatever we wanted to write, it is not important, but here what should be our contents, what should be our main content. Whatever you want to say to your users, you will write just by using the paragraph tag. HTML paragraphs are defined with this. P represents paragraph word. This is open tag, then P, then close tag. Okay, tag. This is a tag. Example, here we are saying this is a paragraph, this is another paragraph. How we are representing. Just for paragraph, you will use this tag. This one. HTML links, four links. Then we are 4 links. Okay, basics we are understanding basic. 4 links, we apply this A, just A, 4 links. HTML links are defined with this tag. This is a tag. So this A, and here we end here, like that. Inside this A, we will use this href. This href, then equal whatever is your link, just copy that from that and paste here, and then apply this string. That is how you will have to enter your link, insert your link. This is a link. and link will work on this. Whenever your user will click on this is a link sentence, then this will take user to the main place where you want your where you want your user to go with this link. So for this link, just open. This is not end. Here we are applying this, and inside this link's destination is specified in the href attribute. Attributes are used to provide additional information about HTML element. You will learn more about attributes in a later chapter. We have a separate chapter about this. This was just about what is how to insert link. That's it. It was about. In details about this tag, we will be learning in separate chapter. Now next we have HTML images. How to insert images? So by using tag, you will be able to apply images. But there are some more things that you need to write with this tag. Let's see. HTML images are defined with this image. IMG is a short word of images word. IMG tag. The source file here. Source we will write this src, then alternative text, width and height are provided as attributes. Example, this is image img. It is not ended. Open tag, then img, then source. From where you are bringing source, just put here source is equal to, then this is source, and alternative, then this is source, then width is this much and height is this much. For width of photo should be how much? 104. Height of the your images would be how much? This much. And this is alternative. Let's see how will it work. This is what is a image, and it came from this source. Now HTML pages are defined with this tag. Tag is what? Tag is this image. Now here what will happen? Here this width is how much? 104, and height is how much? 142. 100. This is the height. In this we are saying width of this image should be this much and height of this should be this much. Just write width and then is equal to, and height is equal to. If you want to increase this width, then just enter here I. Now let's run it. You can see what is happening. That is how it works. 204. $204. $190. This was about height, no, width, and let's see width. Let's see width. What will happen? 14, as you can see. No. Let's run it. Control and R. Control and R. This is what is a height. Okay. Format of this image is what? JPG. This is what format alternative. Now next, this was about how to insert a image. How to view HTML source. Have you ever seen a web page and wondered, hey, how did they do that? View HTML source code. Right click in a HTML page and select the view page source in Chrome. View page source in Chrome or view show in Edge or similar in other browsers. This will open a window containing the HTML source code of the page. Now next, elements. Now one by one we are going to observe HTML, and HTML element is defined by start tag, some content, then end tag. HTML elements. First of all tag, then in this should be content, then last should be end tag. The HTML element is everything from the start tag to the end tag. We know. For example, this is the tag name, this is the end tag, this is the starting tag, this is the ending tag, and inside this we have our content. This would appear on website. This is telling you that this is your heading. This is what this tag is telling you. P is a paragraph tag, we have some tag, this is a heading, this is a paragraph, this is what, this is nothing. By using this we are saying we have nothing element. It will be also important, it will be also useful to apply in our HTML document. You will realize importance of this break. Some HTML elements have no content like the PR element. These elements are called empty elements. Empty element, no. Yes, we know. Nested elements, HTML elements. HTML elements can be nested. This means the elements can contain other elements. For example, all HTML documents consist of a nested HTML elements. The following examples contain 4 HTML elements. Okay, first HTML, then body, then H1, and then PR. Example, in this what is happening here, we have HTML, body, nothing is happening. Example explained. Element is the root element. And it defines the whole HTML document. Yes, it has a start tag, this is a start tag, and end tag. Then inside the HTML element there is a body element. Yes, inside the HTML inside the HTML we have body. This is what will appear, and here this is telling you, here we are starting with this HTML and with we are ending with this tag. The body element defines the documents body. Yes, documents body. It has a start tag body and end tag this body. Just we apply one more thing, which is a slash. Then inside the body element there are two other elements. First is H1 and P. These are two elements. This would be known as element. Yeah, we call it what? Tag. It can also be called it as a elements. In this we have a heading, in this we have paragraph. H1 elements define a heading. Yes, we know it has a, this is what starting tag and this is ending tag. Here paragraph, this is also has a what, this also has a starting tag and ending tag. P element defines a paragraph. Why are we calling it as element? Because of in this we have what element, that's why. P, my first paragraph. Never skip the end tag. Yes, if you skip end tag, then same thing will happen. Some HTML elements will display correctly even if you forget the end tag, but whatever you want to apply uh, whatever you want to apply in other tag, then that other tag will not work. If you miss the end tag in the previous tag, that is what will happen. If you miss the end tag, then work of other tag will not act. As you can see here, what is happening here? Here we up. It will work. It will work. But at some places you will see that why is not happening. I want to say something else and happening is something else is happening. Then you will realize importance of an ending tag. However, never rely on this. Unexpected results and errors may occur if you forget the end tag. Anything can happen. So carefully apply starting tag and ending tag. Carefully. Empty HTML elements with no content are called the empty elements. BR tag defines a line break. This is what is line break. BR is line break, and is a empty element without a closing tag. Example, we have this, and here we are applying what this line break. It will break the line, and this paragraph with a line break. This will be above of this. This will be down of this. Is here you can see. This is it. Here it is above of this, and it is below of this. Why? Because here we applied here, and work of this is to break the line. This is what is the work of this tag. That's it. Now next, HTML is not case sensitive. Let's explore in it details. If you write a P in lowercase, then it will work. Nothing will be error. Here, if you apply P in uppercase, then still it will work as it. So this HTML language is not a case sensitive. But when it comes to Python, then Python is a case sensitive. In Python, you cannot, if there is a P which is working, it is a P which is in lowercase and is working in the Python programming language, but you cannot apply a big capital P in Python. This is what happens in Python because Python is a case sensitive. But here remember, HTML is not case sensitive. If you are using P in a which is a small, then it will work, or P big, then again it will work. Then the HTML standard does not require lowercase tag, but W3C recommends lowercase in HTML and demands lowercase for a sticker document. It will be more best if you apply this in lowercase, then this will be better. This should be better. It's up to you. At W3 schools, we always use lowercase tag name. HTML tag name, tag reference. Tag reference contains additional information about these tags and their attributes. Let's see this here. This is the tags. HTML defines the root of an HTML document. Yes. Body defines the document's body. H1 to the H26 define the HTML headings. For a complete list of available tags, view our this tag reference. Later we will see. Now what is attributes? Let's just see. What is attributes? Attributes. HTML attributes provide additional information about HTML elements. Additional information. It could be link. It could be heading, paragraph. What else? HTML attributes. All HTML elements can have attributes. All elements of HTML. Let's see. What is the exact meaning of HTML attributes? Let's see. attributes provide additional information about elements. Okay. Yeah, now I remembered. We were saying what width, height. These are attributes. These are additional information, which is more important. Attributes are always specified in the start tag. Attributes usually come in a name value pair like name is equal to value. Here, this is what href. It is additional information. We know that a tag a is for inserting link, but here we are applying a link which is this. So here exact it would be, it is additional information about link. href, which type of a format are you going to insert? This who will tell you? href. So tag defines a hyperlink. Yes, the href attributes specify URL link of the page the link goes. Remember, attribute. I am a fan of this attribute because it is additional information. And here, control of attribute would be in our hand. We cannot ignore it anyhow. Even I can say that you will enjoy when you will understand this attribute, importance of attribute. So here inside the A, we use a tag which is href. It tells you URL of the page link goes to the. For example, here we have, this is not end. It will start from here, then it will end till here. This is ending here. This is ending. This is what is ending. href. Then here we put a link. Then it will work on this text. This link will work on this text. This is additional information, you can say. You will learn more about links in our HTML links chapter. This was just a little information about inserting link. In details about this, there is a chapter which is called what HTML links chapter. Okay, now src. This is what it is, also attribute which is additional information. src, source. From where are you putting your image? We will tell you source. In source you will tell you. So image tag is used to embed an image in an HTML page. The src attribute specifies the path to the image to be displayed. Here this is image and it is not in this would be end. And here src we are saying this is the source. Source is this. It is what? This is source. Try it yourself. Let's see. Girl. Now let's run it. Here this is the girl. This is the image of this. What if we decrease height? Then let's see. Okay. वो is शेष जगह like that. Here width, height, what is it? It is an attribute which is giving additional information. Attribute. This src is what? Attribute. This src, width, height, all these are additional information, and this is what is called attribute. There are two ways to specify the URL in the src attribute. Absolute URL links to external image that is hosted on other website. Example, you are bringing images from the other website, would be absolute URL. Relative which means your own link, your own images. Links to an image that is hosted with the website HERA. Here the URL does not include the domain name. If the URL begins without a slash, it will be relative to the current page. Example, this. Here we are not starting this with a slash. It means this is a relative. If we apply this, then it would be absolute. It would be absolute. Relative to the domain. Does not include the domain name. This would not be domain name. But when we apply this, then it would be domain. It would be domain. Tip: it is almost always best to use relative URLs. This will not break if you change domain. Relative. If you change domain. The width and height attributes, these are also attributes. We are able to decide what should be width of the image, what should be height of the image. We are able to decide this because of we have attributes. We have attributes. This tag should also contain the width and height attributes which specify the width and height of the image in pixel. It is in pixel. Now image, then this much. We have seen this. The alt attribute. This is what. Let's see. The required is alt attribute for the image tag specify alternate text for an image. We write a text and we want to user to click on that text and then that text take that user to the places where we want. For example, this is just a tag. If the images for some reason cannot be displayed, this yes, now I understood. This can be due to if your connection is bad, if your internet is not working, then in that case you were opening website, but the link is not working. Link is not working because your internet is not working. So how will link work? Not, it is not possible. It is impossible. It is impossible. In that case, if you want to know that yes, name of this link, what was I going to say? There is a no connection. There is a error in the connection. Then in that case, name of the link will appear. Whether your connection is bad or good, in both conditions name of the link will appear if alt attribute was applied. Example, here we have this. Okay, this source, here alt is. What is the name of this link? Here we girls with a jacket. Girls with a jacket. This girl with a jacket. Here, girl with a jacket. Here name, this girl with a jacket. This phrase will appear here if your connection is not working. Then See what happens if we try to display an image that does not exist. Then in that case what will happen? In that case, this name will appear, girl with a jacket. If your connection does not work, then in that case what will happen? This will happen. This name of this, what was inside this link, will appear here in the text form. You will learn more about images in our HTML images chapter. Now style attribute. The style attribute is used to add styles to an element such as a color, font, size and more. Let's see. Here we have this style. We are saying this is what? Remember, this is attribute. Then color should be what? Color should be red. Then color of this should be what? Red. This is what we are saying. This is red. Here you can see color of this is what? Red. If you write here violet, here color of this would be violet. As you can see, it happened because we applied style attribute. That's why. Remember, you will have to apply this string as well as this semicolon. Now next we have, you will learn more about styles in our HTML style chapters. The lang attribute is what? You should also include the lang attribute inside the HTML tag to declare the language of the web page. This is meant to assist search engines and browsers. The following example specify English as the language. Here we have this is a lag. Country codes can also be added to the language code in the lag attribute. So the first two characters define the language of the HTML page and the last two characters define the country. The following example specify English as the language and United States as the country. Okay. Here this is lag and here is this is lag. This lag. Here it is telling you to the web browser that it is in English. We are going to write anything which would be in English language. So lang, which means language. It is also attribute, and this would be with this HTML. This would be here HTML. Here we are saying all the texts are in English language. English, additional information, US. You can see all the language codes in our this. We will see later. The title attribute. Attribute defines this some extra information about an element. Let's see. Here we have this. Title is what? I am told tip. This is paragraph. The title attribute. It is working like headings, like headlines. Title. Here this is I am header. Title, it is okay. Mouse over the we suggest always use lowercase attributes. The HTML standard does not require lowercase about attribute name. The title attribute and all the attributes can be written with the uppercase or lowercase, like title or title. Both will be correct, but just this website is recommending to you that just use lowercase tags. However, we recommends lowercase attributes in HTML and demands lowercase attributes for stick document tabs like XHTML. Okay, we suggest always create attributes values. This quotes attribute. Here you can see quotes attributes. This is also important. Here also quotes string you can say, but it is also important if you are using tables there. Here bad, this would be bad, it will not work. Title about, this is a bad representation of a attribute. Single or double quotes. Double quotes around attribute values are the most common in HTML, but single quotes can also be used. Yes, both will be used. One you will have to use. In some situation, when the attribute value itself contains a double quotes, it is necessary to use single quotes. Already we have a double quote, then again we want to use a quotes, then it would be necessary to use single quotes. Inside this we have already this double quote, that's why it will be necessary to apply single quotes. Now next we have vice versa. Chapter summary. This is what we explored in this. All this we explored in this. A complete list of, okay, that's all about in this.